Hello once again, everyone. We are back with more Final Fantasy XIV New Game Plus, A Realm Reborn. We are on part 4. We have just signed ourselves up for the Immortal Flames, and now we are going to be going to Horizon's Edge to help out an airship that has crashed, I believe. Sorry, I've been a bit sporadic when it comes to streaming. Things can happen. Even sickness. In my case, it was a nasty fever. That time of year. I'm fine now, but let's just get into this, shall we? Sorry if I don't talk much. I'm not really much of a talker. Here we are. Ah, it's them. Gonna be 7 and 7. You'll know who they are. Adventurer, what are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find some cover. If I am able to, I can try to voice. Immortal Flame sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. I'm not. You're up. As scouts reported the attack on your craft. We come to rescue you. Thousand Skycloak, yes? Glad to have you with us. Wait, that's a chick. Oh no, wait, that's a dude. It's hard to tell sometimes. My brain is all over the place. I haven't seen a cross at this design before. The traitor Garland must be in here. Secrets of match attack are ours by right. They are not to be squandered upon the savages of this land. We're taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Mean to take that ship back to Castro Meridian, along with your friend. Wedge, you have to help him! The fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Nice looking ship. Though not the best place to have taken shelter, I agree. It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. She was soaring. She really was. Those bastards blasted her out of the sky. We'll attack on my command. Kill them quickly and save the Lalafell if possible. Is that clear, Valzen? Righto. Show them what becomes of those who play with fire. Charge! Order attack! 2 arms! dead. You're all that's left. I stand corrected. Where was that hiding? All right. Wedge, you should have stayed on with the you shouldn't stay with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So how does she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can bring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications, and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. The Imperials will come looking for the scouts. We can't defend this position until the engineers leave. I mean, we can. You should go, Valzen. You still have unfinished business to attend at the Hall of Flames. Not quite one of us yet, though anyone who'd seen you in action today would be forgiven for thinking otherwise. I, just want to say sorry, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if I hadn't been for you and the Mortal Flames last there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm your dead friend. We both are. Wedge! Thank you. I'm very grateful. Oh, just poof. As soon as the cutscene ended, it just pooped. Just poop. Oh. There we are. Welcome back, Balzan. Word of indeed to the field reached me not long ago. Exemplary service. Was assured that the Garland Ironworks engineers are fine. They were able to get their vessel back in the air before Imperial reinforcements arrived. Your willingness to assist us on such short notice is to be commended. Clearly your reputation is well deserved. Now then, I believe we have some unfinished business. Shall we continue from where we left off? Or off and induct you into the Immortal Flames? Are you ready, Balzan? Then let us begin. I am not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say anything, even though it's not voiced. have a sword. Skills I have belong now to Ulda. Private third class? Joke's on you, I'm a freaking lieutenant. Okay. Yes, I can hear you. Well, I don't need to complete the Chocobo thing. But yeah, actually no, I'm a flame captain. I've been at this for quite a bit. I've been at this for quite a bit, kid. Although really, this is literally the highest I can go. As far as I know, anyway. New page to my hunting log. Oh, it's referring to this. Yeah, I already done all that. Riding in a tiny prop plane. I'm tiny. So it's pretty quiet without the music. Hey. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'll talk to those two. Following the calamity, each nation's armed forces underwent large-scale restructuring centered upon its grand company. In Britannia, the Order of the Twin Adder absorbed both the Wood Whalers and the God's Quiver, while the Lomensons enacted the complete merger of the Maelstrom and the Knights of the Barracuda. Thus, the odd nation out, having made no notable changes to its armed forces as before. And in the spirit of the Sultanate, each entity retains a certain degree of independence. Let's see. Let me see if I have this right. You're an adventurer who's a scion and a flame? Golly, how do you keep track of everything? Must be fun pairing up with lots of different people, though. Me? I'm always with Papalimo. To think of it, why am I always with Papalimo? Huh. Lore reasons that I am not going to say. But there is a reason. Welcome back, Falson. Lady Menphilia awaits you within. I was hoping it would be voiced. Hmm? Hey! Where did everybody go? The sylphs.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
Oh. Hey, Walter.
While Ramu's
I see you in the
existence
chat.
is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
Why, yes.
I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods.
You're a rogue.
Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
There that is. Easy enough. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This part of A Realm Reborn really drags on. With far too little of the cells to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the science once more if we are to... Oh, beg your pardons. I will have it of mind to think out loud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Well, you see... One second. My spine shivers whenever I think about running there. And Yep, it is a nightmare going through on your first time. Just walking all over the place and having very little money to teleport. And not even being able to access to flying, like, until you've beaten the first part of the story. Like, until the beginning of the first the 8th Astral Era. Like, I'm not gonna die on that hill. Like, A Realm Reborn is, not the best, but, like, it's a good start, it has good story, but fuck me about the means of traveling between locations. Like, I think you might be better off like, at least in this point in the game, you have access to the airships as well as your chocobo. Oh, and even if you feel the need, there are areas where you there's a guy that lets you rent a chocobo that will just put you on autopilot for a little bit. I'll tell you what's just as bad. etheric currents. They could introduce the characters as well, but some, like, go here and talk to this guy, come back, do the same thing 4 times before you advance. Yeah. It's the... It's not really a winner until much later on, but... What got me very much hooked on this game was the fight against Ifrit. The process of fighting primals is freaking awesome. I kinda forgot to talk in the guy's voice, but the issue is I'm hearing a lot of people talking outside. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can fly. Music's very nice, at least, as well. This is pleasant. This view. I can chill to this. There we go. Indeed, I am Emmeline of the Twin Nadder. I understand you are here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a very lot. Particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Gold saucer and crafting? Yeah, I've been getting pretty good at crafting. Like, I've almost, like, I'm definitely over 70 with most of my crafting stuff. And the only gathering stuff that's yet to get to over 80 is fishing. And only then because fishing sucks. Gold saucer, it's entertaining. It's like fun little mini games and such, but I'm kind of mixed on that. It's like, but that's just me. You do you, man. And their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all know. Would you know more, you'd do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Hello, Warrior of Light boy. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're a particular folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Beg pardon, friend. Memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though, I've shared my stories with those around the hut before. You might have more luck with them. I couldn't resist trying to do a roll from Ed and Nettie. The Sylphs? Yes, Father told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on the account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Yeah. Yes, the quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but even but don't even think of trying to force your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. The death. My tongue. I keep picking up with my tongue. The sylphs? Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masks, the next they're sending young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Both claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Of course! Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing! A celebration, I say! Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe-tapping. Estelle told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting amongst their kind. You do well to remember this. It may well win the favor of our forest friends. Oh, still here, eh? Great! There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't pay kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along, Drat! What was it again? My wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend boy. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Oh, her memory should prove more reliable than my own. Do dailies for the sylphs, you put veggies all over the guy's house. Really? That's hilarious. Peace offering for the sylphs? Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear it wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, the taste runs much more unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk roots? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquor that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying this stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. Oh, the sylphs like getting high. I've seen not an ochu around the comb in quite some time. But I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. I need to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber sap, for example. You might be surprised as what comes out. Good luck! You're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milkroot! But of course! Those sylphs quaff the cloudy stuff as quick as I do on a flagon of meat. The mead, there. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milkroots will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay their eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. When it comes to automatic cutscenes like this, I am not even gonna bother trying to voice. Like, I can try at some points, but I don't know. I don't have the confidence to go through dialogue that's timed. A story? I mean, I guess. Maybe. But for now, I'm gonna go get high with the selves. It's good to see you. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylvic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Kumuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our people on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. See that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that Malodorous roots the sylphs so adore. These fancy words, I swear. It's gonna be torture trying to read Orianche's words. I just know it. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver. A missive from the Elder Seer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. Dost thou yet doubt the words? Listen, Walter. Something. English may be my first language, but that doesn't mean I'm any good at it. Especially if it's like that. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission, but it's well to see you return with good tidings. Also, I think I mentioned this in an earlier stream, but for the earliest parts of A Realm Reborn, I could not I might have forgotten how Orianja's name was pronounced until much later in A Realm Reborn when they spoke his name again in a cutscene, and so for the longest time, I've just been calling him Orange. Oriol, like, I couldn't pronounce Orianche right at the time, so I just called him Orange because fuck it. Okay, here goes nothing for a higher pitched voice. Walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story. But this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home. Leave this one be. And if I did a little dig. Yes, Orange. I mean, Orange, Oriange, you glad I didn't say banana? This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one would answer. This one is busy, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Assuming the Sylphs have deep bass voices. I mean, until we get to Shadowbringers, they're the closest thing to Fae on the source. I mean, there's also the fairy you summon as a scholar, but we hardly ever see any more of those around. Walking One bring gift to this one?
Walking one is most kind.
I still feel the scratching of my throat. It's like I have a bit of a cough. You know what? Screw it. I'll try the deep, basic ones for these ones.
Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm making them sound like orcs.
Welcome to my forest. Yes, we all do green. We green ones are the best ones, 'cause we all green.
Alright. Say, Falson, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing! You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylphs' traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow! Ow! There goes those bloody land crabs of mine acting up again. Alright. Tiddly tiddly tidy tidy ho.
Oh, walking one knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Walking one be friend with these ones. This one is overjoyed. This one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking one learned the secret, Walking one could not weave in the same way. Oh, Walking one is friend of these ones. Friendly like greatest elder one of the forest city. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts.
Hanson, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news? I have thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure! Falls downstairs, breaks legs. God damn it! Falson, as an adventurer, you are no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The Sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so though having been driven from their woodland home, surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled selves and see what might be done to ease their worries. Sound plan, would you not say? That said, the Sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You'd be better off inquiring with Hera Emidia, of the Gridanians who reside here. She is the most like to be privy to the Sylphs' troubles. I just thought of a funny idea. What if I were to make the Sahagin Canadian? Just go full silly with the peace tribes. Screw it, I do it. This is my run, and I can voice them however I want until cutscenes. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The Sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Please hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not at least the south of the fences. Consequently, beasts from miles around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The fifth Gorlins, and now these pots are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie brushes as well. They play an important role in Celtic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such several beasts prowling the woods, they are not easy to come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Coluxio. He is slow to warn to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Actually, now that I think about it, and it's maybe the list voice might be good for the goblins. Boop. 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 Ah. Oh no, it's a red cap. Beware the red caps. Wish I could eat caps. I'm not fighting that. Because we're bringing it down to its level. Okay, now I need to remember the voice I'm doing for Sylphs is freaking Orc.
Don't you want to show here? And you one can dance all night. This one's trust is not so easy end. Don't you want to bring brownie bushes for this one? This one can dodge right once more. This one is pleased. Don't you want to kill bitey buzzy one? This one hates, but tiny fuzzy ones. Don't you want his kind? Too kind. Many walking ones come to these ones abodes, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all.
I feel a sneeze coming on.
This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. This one might have troubles since Walking Ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful. Always careful. dancing one is not like the other walking ones. This one can trust dancing one. This one, well, there's dancing one for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel come to the homes of these ones. This would think steel ones come from Empire. The look of the crump good. Where Empire goes, many living ones become crump ones. Trees fall, bushes burn, and this one's home's in danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and walking ones is. Dancing One must speak to these ones here, and walking ones in her house, and find out more. This one has bad feelings. This one being steel ones are after something. This one should speak no more. Or Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. Now dance to me. Dance! I'd be a shill, but I may be shill. I got darker. Short, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary. This one, not those ones. This one ain't scary. And scary ones have scary friends.
Huh, that was a stretch on my voice.
Steel walking ones? Yes, this one is seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe one's hunt for solid treasure. This one likes treasure. They're shiny.
Men clad in strange armor? Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. Gathering deep in the forest, I simply assumed they were adventurers. There's some types clad head to toe in steel, you say? They're soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good.
This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn?
That the Imperials are stupid.
This one sees. Steel walking ones come from Empire, carrying boxes and go walking deep through trees. This one thought steel walking ones are up to nasty no good things. This one knows force well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one will borrow her Dancing One's map. This one makes mock right here. This is where Steel One's hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for Steel Ones, yes? Don't talk any more of them shiny. Bring me some shinies while you're at it. Back. This one pretty solid relief. One with word. Once one mention. Is it shinies? Oh. Don't someone found paper inside of a box? Message from the Empire? Boring. This one can read Walking One symbols. This paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. But this one doesn't understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home with these ones. How do still Walking Ones know to find them? Is there a sneaky one hiding behind this one's wing? Snooping one selling secrets to steal Walking One? This one fears for this one's home, but Dancing One has helped this one much today. Dancing One must promise to always be friends to these ones. Oh, Walking One wants this one to return to Little Solace. Don't make this one laugh. This one is weary of living with those who are not one of these. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything. No better than those ones that some of the Primal One. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this was a likely place to build a home. Then Meddling One arrives, forces this one to go deep into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One! Oh, Galaxia refused to return to these ones and went deeper into the forest? Oh, this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helper One must hurry. Find Galaxia. Helper One should search for smooth thread on the forest floor. These things will lead Helper One to Claxio. Right before Touch One take Claxio away. Helper One will touch Mago Claxio. Here we go. Oh, jeez. time to get stuck in, boys.
Thing running away? It ran away. Wow. Now you change your tune. Hmm. Hmm. Elder one.
This one must ask Khan One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Khan One to see Elder One, yes, but this one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into the forest yesterday. And he has not come back. It has not come back. It was a big surprise. Knew he should have gone in disguise. I knew Elder One should have gone in disguise. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never for this long. Khan One will help find Elder One here. Near where Elder One disappeared is the home of the walking one named Euskaran. Euskaran might know what happened to Elder One. This one talked to Euskaran. Walking ones do not always trust these ones. Can one talk to Euskaran for this one? Kind one comes from Gridania, yes? Gridania live many kind ones, yes? This one begs up with kind one. Please go to Gridania. That's for a fellow kind one. For help. Please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns.
rain is nice. Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Silk Tribe? The eldest gone missing, you say? Why, if we were to end up in the hands of the Tempered Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sills that my sharpest serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Guillaume Mulco. Oh, at Bent Branch Meadows. Deliver the message to the Wood Whalers. Message that the Wood Whalers are needed in the search effort. There. Tongue. Alright. Actually, I think this is a good point to take a break. Just listening to the sound of the soothing rain and hearing Gridania. So, I'll be right back, folks. And we are... But probably not for too much longer. Huh. Yeah, since I do hope to get some food in me, so... Might be here in a bit. Anyways. Message from Commander Hilda. That... Fucking French names. The Sylph Elder has vanished? Worry not, friend. The wood whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. Ah. We collected rumors then.
No word on the Sylph Elder yet. But I'm sure it's only a matter of time.
In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Buscarin in return? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight and needs to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Sensitive trick. Patrons will go spill grog all night, carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish. But as soon as it turns violent, I gotta put my boot down.
No streets. That's cold. What do you mean no fighting? This dusk white scumwash. Yeah, I know the rules. I should just keep the skin for now.
Wow. Racist. Wow. That was a short, pointless quest. Nicely done, Thousand. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over some petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of the outbursts of Duskwhite Ellison. They're people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskrites can be an unruly lot. They ain't so bad once you get to know them. And it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the Druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in a peace is welcome, don't you think? I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons, but if you aren't disinclined, I have a favor of my own to ask you. It's a key current friend of mine. You see, name is Teteroon. Good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him falling in the shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. I worked around at my Druthers for a spell after that. After talking about striking on his own, he did. Not long after cast, his log with a merchant bound for La Nocia. Well, just so happens I got to cleaning up around here, came across something of his. The scarlet earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have forgotten it when he left. So I'd like to see that. So I'd like to see that it gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up. Might be a friend of mine. Then he can. I wrote a gun by the name of Bensieg. Find him in Hawker's Alley in Limsa Lamensa. He knows everything about the comings and goings of merchants there. Yay. More pointless fetch questing. You found your way to Hawker's Alley, friend. A Kikrin that worked at the Druthers? You speak of Tataroon. Related to that Kyokyorun bloke that just out there by some blood or in another. Two of them put them together and were making good coin, but old children up and left Limsa not long ago. Can't say as to where or why. Why or where? You better off asking Kikroon himself. He can be a bit tight on the lip, though. I warn you. Best to take this chicken egg with you. Little bastard loved the bloody things. Gonna hear about an old Busk, though. Sounds as though he ain't changed a bit. Just like him to send an adventurer along. Wish had to come to his own self. God, I miss drinking with that fool.
Festival, be welcome. Not customer. Not come to custom. Your career busy with business. Too busy for blather. Chicken egg. Your career love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Looking for a Tataroon? Tataroon no here no more. Tataroon leave Limsa. Tataroon go look for sparkles. Now working at trading port. Great trading port. Forget where trading post is. Weinberg no Tataroon. Weinberg no trading post. Weinberg at ferry docks. You go to ferry docks. Kyokuroon forget things. Weinberg remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not Kyokuroon.
Tataroon? I seen him. As to say, I saw him. He was heading somewhere up north, by way of the ferry to Aleport. Might as well head there and see what you can suss out. The skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I'd start asking Edelfolt. He's an old hand who knows a great deal about a great many things.
Tataroon? I saw him. As to say, I seen him. He took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood. Was looking for a place to run by his fellow Kikroon. And I reckon he meant the one right on the shore of Bronze Lake. Meme Rune's trading post. Follow the road and you're sure to find it.
I could just easily have teleported to the guy if they had known the location, but instead I had to do all this.
Customer, be welcome. Not customer, not come accustomed. Bring something for Tataroon. Tataroon, forget this. Forget it, truthers. Tataroon swore never forget earring. But never forgot. Tataroon, thank. Tataroon, thank. Good Buscarod. Doing good. Good for Karen. Good for Tetrarune. Tetrarune missed good for Karen. Good for Karen helped Tetrarune. Tetrarune dead without good for Karen. Let's give thankies. Many, many thankies. Tetrarune make Karen firewater for Karen. Karen love firewater. You help Tetrarune make firewater? Need thingies to make. Need many, many thingies. Need curl pop whiskers. Need 3 good curl pop whiskers.
Fetch quests. Thankfully, there are less of this later in the story. Doing silly voices for NPCs that are in non-cutscene places has been quite a bit of fun. Like, I should do this more often for these streams.
Tetrarune make firewater for Karen. You bring thingies Tetrarune need? You brought all the thingies. Tetrarune make firewater now. Make good firewater for good Karen. Tetrarune start making firewater now. Good fire take time. We're time. We're good. You come back later.
I come here now.
Tetrarune make firewater. Make good firewater. You take to Karen. Good firewater for good Karen. Tell Karen no drink now. I'll put away 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Tetrarune helps Karen happy. Tetrarune give Karen thankies. Many, many thankies. You tell Karen. Tetrarune make big shop someday. Biggest shop in the ocean. Make many, many sparklies. Thanks to good Karen.
I think it's hard. Hold on. No, the Quarry Mill's closer. Ah, you've returned. Thank you for seeing Tetrarune's belongings to him. What's this? For me? Cucur and firewater. So he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why that oldie? Oh, bloody hells, who's got onions back there? Says to shelve it for a year, does he? Ah, that sounds about right. Hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'd be worth it. This stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. It's going to be a long year. Until you come back then, Fred. We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together. There was word while you were away. Sylphs were seen in the wood. No near land, but near no lands of their own. No, this was a place near to here. A place we've never known a Sylph to come. Something must have given him the cause to venture this far, more than lack the missing Sylph elders among them. Here, I marked the track where they reside on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. Go, my bush. Just a flying bush. Oh, hi. Hi.
Playful jelly.
Playful alien jelly. Great boss scarab of death. and science. I guess would it be accurate to call Omega Beetle GLaDOS?
So, what's there all to be found in the wood? What you come to? Garleans? In this part of the Trail's wood? We're ourselves now Garleans. Now all in the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. Might the Garleans be following the Sylphs? Tracking them or giving chase, maybe? But no, not this far in the forest. Where the spires are everywhere. Imperials could never come past them all. How the bloody hells could they? Unless someone guided them through. Someone who knew where the spiles stand and when the whalers watch. The Gridanian traitor. What we're dealing here is something very, very sus.
Laurentius. Laurentius? Laurentis. We're dealing with a Pokemon. There he is. Can't you see it? Can you not see I'm on patrol? Be gone. If you have business with the whalers, take it to the barracks. Oh no. I think patrol routes and rations would fetch such a price. Not more than I deserve, though. It's little wonder the Empire's risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid men. If only the whalers paid men their worth. You, what did you? How long have you? No, no, no. Please, come quick, my friends. It is I, Laurentis. I am under attack. Boop. How did you just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. I disappeared. I thought you were working with the Galleons. There's the guy who just called on some. This again. Where did he go? He's definitely around here. Oh, there he is. You know what? I don't think the Shaggy boys would Not like the teenage voice would work for this guy. How long? How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you mentioned? Oh, right, there. That's you. So it's all for the money then. Cute. You're gonna need more than that. Hey, these Garlands are weaker than you are. Nope. It's healing himself. Huh. Seems a bit too convenient. Like, you turned a bit too... Like, that was a bit too quickly. Then again, Broken Hope can do things. whatever. If he's changed, fine, but Laurent has confessed his crimes. Said a word from the Twin Adder. Then he merged straight into the nest and gave himself up. That's quite a life, you know. Mother's killed by a brigand when he was only small, young man. Joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he had known growing up. Trouble is, thinking Gridania is too big a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference. It was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and a man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coal. I reckon he thought that if he couldn't change the lot of his fellow men, he might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not on his own. Somehow he failed to grasp one simple truth. It's things we cannot do alone, we must do together. Yeah, yes we did. Yes, you didn't think we did, he? And there's good in him yet. I just hope them at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive. But I'd like to think he'd be afforded a chance to make amends. But let us leave fate to the 12. I've got news for you, Balzan. The Sylph Elder has been found. Small green leaf. So they're sentient cabbages. Oh, sad. Alright. I know it's a bit early for me to be doing this, but I think this is a good place as any to call it. Thank you all for sticking around, those who did. I am definitely going to be continuing this next week, but... And as for Resident Evil 2, I will continue to try to make time for that if I am able to. As for something that would replace Persona 5 Strikers, I don't know. I might come up with something later. But for now, and as always, until next time, folks.